Well, I mean, you know, you like that we've won. You know, and again, you have to protect your home court in this league. Everybody's good at home. You got to find ways to go on the road and win. It's never easy. It's not easy in college basketball anywhere around the country, and especially late in the year. It gets more difficult even late in the year because sometimes there's less motivation. Everybody sees where everybody's at, and again, just the mental and physical wear on young men, you know, through 7 games right now. And it's just not as easy to go on that road. So coming off those 2 road wins were huge for us against 2 really good teams. As I've said all along, El Paso's as good as anybody in this league, talent-wise. They can beat anybody. And then when you have to guard Jackson and Wallace, you were with us. Those guys are capable of beating anybody by themselves, and I thought our guys did a terrific job not letting the other guys beat them. We didn't shoot it very well. You know, that Saturday game has always been a challenge for us after Thursday. So I do think from a standpoint of rest, this bonus play is good for us. We don't ever have to play a Thursday, Saturday game these next 4 games, and we got 2 of these games. We have a week off. We had a week off for this one, and we needed physically, you know, late in the year. So I think it's been good. We play again next Thursday. Then it's a Sunday. At least it's not a Thursday, Saturday. It's a Thursday, Saturday. Then you have another week off. So just from a rest standpoint, I think it's some teams you would say you don't want to change your routine up. You don't like changing routines. But with this team, changing routine up is good for us because the rest is more important than the routine for sure.
Have you had full participation this week and been pretty healthy going into that?
You know, our 6-7 guys that play, those guys are all healthy, you know. Yeah, they're all healthy, and, you know, we've tried to make sure we keep them as healthy as we can and try to, you know, still get enough conditioning, but make sure I think we've had a great week preparation. You know, it's just not physical rest you got to have. Mentally, it's good sometimes. You know, it's good for our guys not have to, you know, mentally lock back in on a Wednesday, getting ready for that scout or a game on Thursday. So because mentally, you know, the emotion those guys have to play with, it's not easy every night to get up. That's why, you know, those teams are up and down. You know, I saw a game last night where a team's up 21 points with 11 minutes to go and got beat, a good team. Murray State, a good team, got beat on the road by a bad team, one of the last place teams in the league. But, you know, people who understand, it's not easy, man. This time of year, emotionally, just not physically, but emotionally, getting yourselves ready, and being able to play at that peak level that you have to play with to win.
Coach, how tough is it to beat a team twice in the same season? I know you guys played Marshall twice now, second time playing Charlotte.
Well, you know, everybody's always said, the old saying is 3 times is what's tough. I don't hear them talk about 2 times a lot, but I think it's based on the team you're playing. You know, if it's team's not very good, it's not very hard to beat them the second time, or third time if they're not very good. But they're a good team, it's difficult. And again, we know we're playing a very good team in Charlotte, well-coached team. Guys can make shots, and, you know, the Shepherd kid, point guard, hurt us the first game, particularly the first half. Young's a freshman kid that can really shoot it for them. So they got good pieces, got a good big guy on the inside. So again, we know we got to play well. And it's no secret, our margin for error is 0. It's not like we can show up against bad teams and have easy nights. I mean, and there's no bad teams left on our schedule. There's really no bad teams in this conference this year that you can just show up and beat somebody. Not us. We don't have that kind of firepower. But, you know, we all know this bonus play, the 4 teams you play are 4 best teams in the league. So there's absolutely 0 margin for error with us.
Have you given any thought to what the NCAA has sort of come out with this week about the one-time transfer rule? I mean, it's not going to be official or anything, but they're talking about that being a thing, and not going to be a good thing for, you know, mid-major teams and, you know, the Bloods kind of capitalize on that? Have you given any thought to what that could do for basketball?
You know, I haven't given a lot of thought, but I think it's very obvious it's coming. That rule's coming, where it goes in effect in June, July, August, or the next year. That rule is coming. You know, there's a lot of rules that's kind of has transpired that you don't like. But if they're going to have some of the rules we have now, of all these waivers, hey, you're probably better off letting it happen. You know, some schools get waivers, some schools don't. Some kids get waivers, some kids don't. You know, we just went through a situation that we'll never understand why our young man didn't get a waiver. And now they're probably going to pass a rule that all of them are eligible when they leave, a one-time exception. I don't know if the academic component has been worked out for sure. What's eligibility mean? Does it mean 2-6, or does it mean just eligible? Well, most kids are, for the most part, are eligible. So I think it's very obvious it will change the landscape of college basketball, how recruiting works, and for everybody, some good and some bad. You know, you got to adjust to it and find ways to make it best for your program. You know, there's a lot of goods and a lot of bads with the rule, but it's coming.
Coach talked about again, the changes taking this time to get healthy. How has Cam Justice looked?
You know, I think he's had a good week. You know, he's a great young man, and he's at the point in his career now. I think it's very obvious it didn't go as well for him or us as we needed him to, from a standpoint just being healthy. But he's a young man when we have him, when we have his body. Even it's been several nights we have his body. We know he's not where he was. You know, he hadn't been really able to practice since, 1st of January. He's been non-contact just so we can have him and some depth. But as I've said all along, just having him out there means so much to our basketball team, and just not from a standpoint of playing, but his ability to jump up and make a shot. People are going to respect him, going to guard him, whether he makes it or not. That's number one. Number two, just having his cerebralness out there, ability to understand what's going on. You can't teach that, and there's no value that you can have or that you can create that he doesn't have from experience. You know, he's an experienced guy, he's a smart guy, and he's all about the team. He's all about the team. You know, some guys come in as a fifth-year graduate. It's more about them. It's not about him. He's a guy that sacrificed a lot of individual stats or expectations that he's had, just to help this team win. So give him a lot of credit for that, and that tells you the kind of person he is.
Anything else?
We're good.